This upcoming weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series is heading out to the Texas Motor Speedway to kick things off for the round of 12. This past weekend at the Bristol Motor Speedway was the last race of the round of 16, in which we saw Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano get eliminated. The field is now reset, and we got three tricky tracks in this round. Texas. We got Talladega. We got the Roval. We're going to see something crazy take place this round. And could it be this weekend at the Texas Motor Speedway? Time will tell. But today I'm here to give y'all my full-on predictions on how things are going to play out. And also we're doing a Pick 5 contest as always. So enough said right here. On to the intro we go.
I'm Chase Briscoe, driver number 14 Ford Mustang for Stewart-Haas Racing. And you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
I am going to be 100% honest with y'all. But yesterday, when the NASCAR Cup Series race took place at the Bristol Motor Speedway, I wasn't watching it. I had to go back and rewatch the race at 2 a.m. in the morning. Because the Tennessee Volunteers, my favorite college football team, was playing the Florida Gators. And that right there is a big rivalry. And I missed it, and Tennessee got beat up pretty bad. But the point is, though, I missed it and I had to go back and rewatch it. And when I rewatched it, I saw a few surprises and a few shockers, if you will. And one of the big shockers was Kevin Harvick getting eliminated and him just saying he's looking forward to Phoenix, the checker flag. And that means he's not looking forward for these next couple of races because they're going to be meaningless. And there's really not much to go for at this point in time for Kevin Harvick. And that's the reality of it. This is Kevin Harvick's final season, and we all knew he wasn't going to make it too far with the performance Stewart-Haas has been with this last couple of months. And it finally happened, and once it sat in, it kind of sucked because one of the greats, all-time greats, is now not going to win a championship in his final year, which we thought at the beginning of the year there was a slight chance for that to happen if they developed the car real well, but they didn't. And the issues are still ongoing for Stewart-Haas Racing, so Kevin Harvick eliminated. Your defending Cup champ, Joey Logano, missed out on the round of 12, which was very surprising. But the reason why he missed out was because of that wreck with Corey LaJoie coming up the track. Really nothing he can do there, but that's what happened to him. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. had a phenomenal night in Bristol, but his two bad performances in Darlington and Kansas costed him a round 12 ticket. And Michael McDowell, I believe one of the biggest shocks of it all was knocked out in the round of 16. The way he's been performing lately, you'd thought he'd probably make it to the round of 12, if not the round of 8. But that did not happen at all. So I'm very surprised on all four of them drivers going home. I was just surprised at the performance of Stenhouse, to be honest with y'all. So last week, Stenhouse as my dark horse kind of worked out. But a new round, and that means the dark horses are starting to wind down to only 12 drivers. Got to play a playoff driver. So we're looking at it right now. This weekend in Texas, I believe the 12 car of Ryan Blaney is going to take home the checker flag. And here's why. Last year, when the NASCAR Cup Series came to Texas for the All-Star race, we saw Ryan Blaney flat out dominate. And I believe it's going to be a good race for him. He's going to pick up many stage points and also the checker flag. And he will be in a round of 8. How about that? Ryan Blaney winning. It's got to be the first time I've done that this year, picking him. Second place is going to be Denny Hamlin. Oh, it's a shocker. Hamlin right now is on fire. He won the Bristol night race. All the haters are hating on him, but Hamlin loves it. A wise man once said, if there's no noise, that's a bad thing. But if there is some noise, it's a good thing, whether that's good or bad noises. You just want noise. And Hamlin has that going right now. He's obviously the villain in NASCAR. But that villain role he's playing right now is going to carry NASCAR very far with TV viewership and ratings. Trust me, it may suck that he wins sometimes. I'm a Hamlin fan. I like it. But for some people, it may suck for him to win. But in the long run, it's going to pay off with more attraction and attention worldwide. But third place is going to be the 5 of Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, I thought was going to have an abysmal round of 16, but he did not. He won a race, and he's in the round of 12. And I believe he's going to go out to Texas and perform really well. And Texas is really the only normal race in a round of 12. Talladega, a bunch of unknowns. A bunch of them. The Roval, it's hard to predict. Everybody thought the Roval last year was going to be, calm and tame, but it was not. Chase Briscoe at the end, on a late race restart, made up so much ground and pointed his way into the round of 8. So it's never over till it's done. And I just don't know. It's going to be crazy here. And this is going to be the only normal race that you got to maximize your points here. Because you do not want to go to Talladega and have to fight for points. You'd rather lay back and let things unfold itself instead of having to get up in the mix and grab stage points, which would be a big risk and gamble. But 4th place is going to be William Byron, and 5th place is going to be Christopher Bell. I think Christopher Bell is obviously going to take the pole here at the Texas Motor Speedway this weekend. Bell is like the Michael Jordan, the Michael Schumacher, or Lewis Hamilton, if you will, the Tom Brady of qualifying. He's on the pole every single week, it seems like. He has 3 consecutive poles right now. I believe it's a slam dunk for him to be on the pole. But this weekend, though, I believe he's going to put a full tough race together. I believe he's going to grab a lot of stage points, and he's also going to get a top 5 on top of it. And Talladega has been very hit or miss for Christopher Bell, and he obviously won the Roval a year ago. So I got a lot of confidence in this 20 team to making it to the round of 8, but they got to do good this weekend in Texas because you do not want to go and put all your marbles into one basket at Talladega and hope to come out with a lot of points, because that's a big risk, because the big one can happen at any given time. And next weekend at Talladega, in my opinion, is going to be a weird race, because we all know what happened at Daytona just a couple of weeks ago, the regular season finale, where Ryan Preece was turned by the 43 of Eric Jones, which caused him to go to Briscoe. And when he hit Chase Briscoe, the noses just touched, and it gave just enough air to go under the 41 car and cause him to flip. And I do not want to see anything like that happen again. That was terrible. Glad Ryan was okay. But this weekend at Talladega, there hasn't been much time since the last plate race for him to even do a lot of homework on. So just hopefully everybody can make it through safe. I would expect something big for the Daytona 500 to happen when it comes to helping cars and drivers stay on ground. It's never going to end it, because there's always that possibility, but you want to at least limit it. But 5th place is Christopher Bell. So there you go. Ryan Blaney wins the Texas race, advances to the round of 8. Denny Hamlin is 2nd. 3rd, Kyle Larson. 4th, William Byron. 5th place, Christopher Bell. And my dark horse is your race winner from a year ago at this time in the playoffs, Tyler Reddick. I believe he had a very good round of 16. I thought he was going to do bad. I thought his teammate was going to do bad, Bubba Wallace. But you know what? They're both in the round of 12. Is he a true championship contender? I'm not too sold yet. I got to see him do good here at Texas. Obviously, Talladega and the Roval. If you do good at them, it's really not saying much in my opinion, because those are 2 wild card races. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. And if you can win them races, you're in the round of 8. But enough said here today. Everybody remember to please like and subscribe, and everybody have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.